Let's see if we are. All right. We're gonna try this again. I've done my whole eye. YouTube is just killing me lately. Hello, Ronnie. Start. I lost everyone. YouTube just is not is just doing me dirty lately. I see so many people jump on here and do lives, and they never have any problems. I jump on here. Am I still a little garbled? All right, I'm going to try. Am I any better? Am I any better now? Hi. Am I still garbled? Because now I got you back on my 5G. So let me know. I can put you back on my Wi-Fi. It's still garbled? Okay. So I'm going to try back on Wi-Fi. Is this better? Or is this garbled? This one's better? Okay. Oh, praise God. Thank you, Lord. Yes, thank you, Father God. I don't know what is going on with YouTube. Like I said, I see so many people. Do I got a fuzzy in my hair? I see so many people uh in here. I got a fuzzy from my shirt. In here doing live stream problem. Girls, come on here just with you and it's all kinds of shenanigans. Okay, well now that you've missed my entire eye, we'll do the other eye together. All right. We ready? Do I need to explain this again? Oh no. I'm going to wait before I do this eye. Because if I have to, I'll just jump on the Instagram or on Facebook Live. Go on Facebook and go on Facebook Live. And now we are pixels. All right, I'm going to give it a minute and see if it clears up at all. Thanks for the floating heart. Back on 5G now. So let me know if it's any better. It might be lagging. And now we're better. Okay. Okay. So 5G, please. Oh, Holy Spirit, keep it on 5G for me, please. Because I know it likes to bounce around. Okay. So now we're going to do the other eye. I'm sorry you missed this one. It's great now. Okay, good, good, good. All right, I'll keep an eye on it to make sure we stay in 5G. All right, so we have one eye done. And right now we're using is it Zagain? I think it's Zagain. I think that's the name of it. Soft lash clusters for natural beauty. They are very natural looking. So, do I have to talk about this again? Just in case you missed it, and I might just take down the other one. We're doing eyelash extensions today because I suck. And I promised time and time again I would record just my eyelash extensions, and I have not. I've recorded it in a get ready with me, but never a standalone video. So since I was going to put some on because I have my coaching call tonight, I figured I would put them on and I would just turn on the live stream when I did it. So this is the bond and seal. So it's 2 in 1. One side is gonna have your bond, which is gonna look like mascara, but it's actually glue, and it is black, and this is what's gonna be tacky and sticky because it's gonna be your glue. The other side is going to be your seal, and this is what's gonna take the stickiness of the glue away. I like this one because I don't like using the lash like a mascara wand. I like using this little tip and going up under my lashes, which I will show you. This, if you've ever seen anyone who wears eyelash extensions, I'm wearing a new foundation today. It is actually not a foundation. It is, hold on, it's a BB cream, and I love it. It's from Tarte, and it's called BB Blur. And is she nice? She went on really smooth and covered my redness. So, I have it. It's BB Blur Tinted Moisturizer, and I have it in the I'm back. Yeah, it's very nice. So this is tinted moisturizer, and I have it in light medium. I'll have to go to medium in the summer, but light medium in the winter. Am I back now? I'm hoping I'm back now. I think there's a little lag behind, you guys are slightly behind. Um, so that's the BB cream. That's what I have on my face. And then I used, let me get my makeup bag out here. Then I used, um, because you guys know I've been wearing the Laura Geller. Laura Geller has a baked blurring and setting powder. I have it in the light medium. This is really nice. So it's a setting powder. So I put this over the BB cream. And then to seal it all in, I used the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray, which this stuff is like hairspray. It even smells like hairspray. It's like hairspray in your face. So that's that's what I used for my makeup today. The older I get, the less makeup I can wear because it just settles in my little fine lines and well, I'm chubby, so I don't have a lot of wrinkles. That's like I guess like one perk of having a chubby face is that you don't have a lot of wrinkles. All right, so we'll do this side now. All right. This, by the way, does not aggravate my eyes, and I have sensitive eyes, but that doesn't mean it won't aggravate yours. So you might have to shop around till you find an eye glue that you really like. I love this one. Have you seen Laura Geller and Draper James makeup set? No. Girl, send me a link. Send me a link. Is it good? I love Laura Geller makeup. I feel so good and confident and pretty in it. And yet I feel very natural. I don't feel like made up. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna go in with the hopefully we're still on 5G. All right. You will see, and as I was saying in my other video, in my other live, I have no eyelashes. My mother had really long eyelashes when she only wore mascara and blush. She never wore anything else on her face. And when she put her mascara on, her eyelashes touched her eyebrows. They were that long. They were like spiders. They were beautiful. I was not blessed with that. I have short little lashes like my dad. Just non-existent. All right, so what I do after you just put it on just like mascara, okay? And then you just want to let it set for like, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds. I'm going to keep this out. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put all 12s, and then on the center, I'm gonna put the shorty a little 10. Okay. If I'm going out, like if Danny's taking me out to dinner or something, I'll use the 14s because they're big and dramatic. But I have really short eyes, so I don't yeah, these are big enough for me, you know? I don't want them too I still want I just want them to look like I have really pretty lashes and I have really good mascara on. That's the look I'm going for. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a 12, and I'm just gonna grab it by the little curl, okay? By the little curl like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap the band, just the end band into the glue, okay? Just the little okay? This just makes it extra sticky. And then I'm gonna go in and it goes under your lashes. These don't go on top. They go under your lash. And that's it. All right, let's do another one. 5G, I'm still on here. I know, my dad is awesome. My stepmama just broke her arm, so keep her in your prayers. She's getting her stitches out today. And my stepmom is like the best. One of the sweetest ladies you'll ever know. Breast cancer survivor, nurse, registered nurse. She took such good care of me. I would not have survived the accident if it wasn't for her coming here and taking care of me and helping me through getting off fentanyl and oxycodone. She was here for me for all that. And it was awful. So, keep her in your prayers. But my mom and my stepdad are awesome. They make an amazing team. I love them. All right. So these are all 12s. And then, oh, this one's a little, sometimes it'll stick to your tweezers. Okay. So just make sure that you're not putting it on your waterline. Okay. Where you would put your eyeliner. That one's a little weird looking. Hold on. I'll put that on. Oh, I think it's because this one's lifting a little. Hold on. Hold, please. Stuff is so sticky. It ends up sticking on everything. So if you have one that's like laying a little funny like that, it's just pulling on my eyelash a little too much for my liking. So just reset it. And the more you do these, the better you'll get with them. Just keep practicing. The first time you do it might look a little funny. All right, and then we're going to do a 10 right in the corner. So grab it, tap, tap, tap. And then, and you don't even have to put anything in the, like my eyelashes look good without putting something in here, but for the sake of showing you guys, I'll add it. Okay. Now you can tweezer them together. Okay. I have found the better that I get at applying this, I don't really need to do that. And this really good glue helps with that. So now we're going to seal them. Okay. So we're going to get rid of all the sticky glue feeling. And just underneath your eye with this little tap tap, I'm just going to tap the base. Okay. This is what I was saying with the seal. When somebody's wearing eyelash extensions and you see that their eyelashes are really white and goopy, it's because of the seal. So if you're gonna, most seals just give you the mascara wand, and so you're doing this, and your people wipe it all the way up. The problem with that is when it dries, it's going to give you that white look. And a lot of people don't like that white look. I don't like that white look. So that's why I like the little ball. and I just push the sealer up into the lash, and you wanna make sure that you're running them all together. Because what this does I'm back. What this does is this makes your don't poke yourself in the eye like I just did. This, makes your lashes into one extension. So instead of and now when they come off, they'll still come off individually. Sometimes they'll come off in a clump, like 2 or 3, but this basically gives it the seamless look as if it's just all one eyelash. Okay. So now we're gonna do the other side. I'm try to get in here, and hopefully you can see. So I'm just pushing it up into the lash where the glue is. And that's it. Now, every day for the few days that I have these on, um, after I do my makeup, I'll just hit it with a little bit of seal and freshen up the seal. And that's it. Yeah, I like the I like the little dopper too. The little dopper. It's just so much neater and cleaner, and it doesn't leave a lot of goop, you know? I don't like when my eyes get goopy. You can't really help it. I wish that they would do the sealer in, in like a black, so that if at least it got goopy, it would be black. But it's always the telltale sign when somebody has extensions is the whiteness that they have in their eyelashes. So, I do have linked, which I'll have to add the link, re-add the link. I do have linked in my Amazon storefront under extensions, eyelash extensions. I do have the eye wash. There is an eye wash that I use. It's a foaming eye wash. It does come with a brush so you can brush your eyelashes. This is waterproof. So when you go to wash your lashes, because you want to wash your eye makeup off, you want to make sure your eyes are clean. We don't want any eye infections or anything weird like that. I just pump a little foam on there. I don't use the brush. I just use my hand, my finger, and then just lightly I like lightly wipe it off with a rag, but you can splash water if you'd prefer that. I like using a washcloth. I have those makeup washcloths. I like those. So, but you want to keep your lashes nice and clean, and it will also cut down on the goop, if you will. Thank you. This one I think is the violet in Blonde Mocha, I think is her name. Blonde Mocha. Thank you, thank you. The wigs have been fun. Danny loves this one. Danny loves all of them, though. Every time I put a different wig on, Danny's like, "Oh, I like that one." He also likes he also likes my, dreadlocks. He missed those for a while. Do you know of a soft sourdough bread recipe? That's really hard because sourdough is chewy. It's just it's just the way it is. And so, I do have a bread recipe for a sandwich loaf for sourdough, and I'm almost positive, I have a video for it, but I'm almost positive that video has potato flakes added. So here's the thing with bread, okay? And this is what always makes me laugh when I watch bread videos when somebody says super soft bread, uh, uh, a sandwich bread loaf, and then they use oil in the recipe. Eh, don't do that. So in bread, if you want a chewy bread, so if we're talking breadsticks, monkey bread, pizza crust, oh, what's the oh, I can't think of the name. Oh Lord, my brain injuries. Um, focaccia. Thank you, Holy Spirit, because I would not have remembered that. Focaccia. If you want anything chewy, you're going to use like the baguettes. If you want anything like Italian bread, you're making a sub and you want a nice, chewy, crispy, crusty, just like a loaf of bread to make a sub on, you're going to use oil. If you want a really soft bread, um, yes, vinegar does help make it soft too, but not as good as potato flake. If you've never tried potato flake, Renee, try potato flake. If you want a soft bread, we're talking a soft dinner roll. You not a crusty, chewy one, but you want a really soft, buttery dinner roll. You want a really soft sandwich bread like Wonder Bread. You want to use butter. So oil versus butter. You also want to use milk. You're going to want to use egg. You're going to want to use potato flake. When you start adding all those ingredients into your bread will be so soft and it will be and if you put it in a Pullman pan with the lid and you make it dense, so when the bread wants to rise, it's held down by the lid and it creates like the perfect breadcrumb for sandwiches that won't rip when you put the mayo on or anything like that. And then have a taste test with your family. Buy a commercial loaf of like Wonder Bread or soft bread and then let them try your sandwich bread. Make them a sandwich. Your bread will win time and time again. It is so delicious. It is so soft. The crumb is so beautiful. And practice makes perfect. Bread is one of those things if you made a beautiful loaf right out the gate, you are a lucky one. Most of us, you have to practice, practice, practice. Can I just use milk? Yeah, you can use milk. You can, if you ever worry about the milk hurting your yeast, you can always warm it up and scald your milk and then let it cool and come down to temperature and use it when it's warm. But if you're using the only time I would worry about that now, just because I've made so much bread, is if I was using a sourdough. Now, a sourdough soft loaf, I have on my channel. In fact, hold on, I will spin you around and I will try to find it for you and I'll put a link down below for you. Um You might have to worry and be a little bit more cautious with sourdough because you don't want your sourdough being destroyed. So milk powder is always a good option because the whatever the enzyme that can kill your yeast is already destroyed because it's dried. So you don't have to worry about that. But if you want to use regular milk in a regular bread with regular yeast, instant yeast, you'll be fine. If you're worried about it, heat it up, scald it, scald, scold, scald, scald it. Let it cool down and then use it when it's nice and warm. You don't want it too warm, not over I wouldn't do over 115 degrees. All right, hold on here. Let me get you guys the link to I'm going to try to refresh my live. Am I still on? Oh wait, this is the live that I ended. Okay, so I don't want this one. So let me go to this live and then I will put this link here and I'll pin it. This is with the extensions. And then for now, if you ever want, let me see if I can spin you around. If you ever want to look for something on my channel, something specific, okay, you're going to go to this little magnifying glass right here and you're going to type in, we're going to type in sourdough sandwich. You can type in bread too, but if you just type in that, it should pop right up. Here it is right here. Okay, so we're gonna copy that and I'm gonna come back and paste this here. But that goes for anything. Anything you want to find. Say, you know, canning jelly. Type in canning jelly in all my jelly videos. If there was, hey, I remember Heather made sloppy Joe once. I can't find the video. Type in sloppy Joe and my sloppy Joe videos will pop up. It is the easiest way to find anything on not just my channel, anyone's channel. So only their videos. So if you're looking for somebody's specific video, just at Roots and Refuge. I remember when she planted basil in her tower, but I can't find the video. Go to Roots and Refuge, type in basil in tower, and only her videos will pop up. So instead of searching all of YouTube, which is a big search engine, to pop up, go to who you like or the videos that you're trying to find, and go type in their magnifying glass and it will just do a search for only their videos. It's really nice. Your links still aren't working for me. Must be something with my phone. Yeah, it's got to be your phone because the links are lighting up blue for me. They're hyperlinked. So if you have to go to the link, double tap it. Don't look at I got glue under my nails now, black glue. Double tap it and then drag it over and highlight and then copy and then you can paste it. But you can always find my Amazon links below any video that I do. They'll be down below in the description box for you. Hi Maya, how are you? So good to see you, sis. Oh, I love popping on here in the day. It was a little surprise. Today's been like I don't know, the past week has been really crazy. Every day it's been something. So I've been wanting to do a color with me live stream, which I think I'm going to try to aim to do tomorrow night. And then maybe Friday night. So that way I don't feel rushed in like finishing a whole picture because sometimes a whole picture, I mean, for me personally, it takes me 3 or 4 days to color a picture because I'll come in here when I have time and sit, even if it's just 10 minutes. But if we do a live stream tomorrow night and we don't finish, we can finish it up on Friday night. So that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I would love to do because we have not sat and colored and relaxed for a while. And YouTube's algorithm, it's just not showing me. So it does not like me doing a whole bunch of stuff that it doesn't want me to do. So I don't care. We're doing what we want to do. And we want to talk about wigs and eyelash extensions and we want to play with markers and color. That's what we're going to do. Sorry, YouTube. YouTube just wants to make money off of you, They want that content that pays. So they like the fear, they like they like all that stuff. I ain't giving it. No, life's too short. Life's too short, and there's too much joy to be had, and we're not participating. We're gonna color, and we're gonna play with lashes and maybe wigs. So, anyway, I hope that was helpful. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to do. Um, I always feel like if I at least have my lashes done, like I can go to the store with some lashes. But if I don't, I just feel barren and naked and just bare. So, um hi, hello sis, how are you? You and I have to catch up. Yay, I'm glad you caught me too. Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I miss just coming on here and hanging out, which is what I like to do. 'cause, I'm a chatty Cathy. So thanks for showing up for me today. I did eyelash my eyelashes. I've been promising to come on and do them, and then I kept forgetting, um, and so I had to put them on because I have my grief coaching call, later on, this evening. So, I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna turn on YouTube," and of course, it wasn't easy. Of course, YouTube kept shutting me off. Like, everyone else can do a live with no problems. Me, every single time. It's probably my service. I do live out in the boonies. Anyway, okay, so if you have, um I love you, Susan. If you guys have any questions for me on this, of course, you can always come back to this video. I will set this one out, um, and leave them in the comment section. I'll try my very best to come back and answer. YouTube is crazy. No notification. I am not surprised. I put out that video, the cooking video of Danny and I. Um, my girlfriend Angie was like, It's not my feed." She even showed me. She's like, "You're not my feed." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not surprised. They're hiding me." It is not spring up here yet. It's rainy. We had storms last night. It's cold. I think the high today is like 50. So it's still sweater weather, hoodie weather. It is not. I have 2 ferns in my shower. I have 72 San Marzano tomato plants, and I've got those 4 eucalyptus plants, and they're all just waiting to go outside. I try to put them outside if it's sunny, if it's nice, but yeah, they're just hanging out. I gotta put them out into the greenhouse, but the greenhouse is full of all of our, like, lawn furniture and, like, all the stuff over the winter that we haven't been able to bring out yet because the weather has not cooperated. So I'm hoping this weekend. Oh, Riri, I'm so happy. God bless you. I'm so glad. Father God is so good on how he passes the baton from one to another. So, there were so many women here on YouTube back in the day that taught me how to can. And so I said when they were teaching me, I said, if I ever get good enough to like help somebody else, I'm going to pay it forward. And so that's really what this channel is about. It's just paying it forward. We're all in it together. I'm just a mom that turns on a camera. That's that's the only, some of us turn on a camera and some of us don't. I'm just one that turns on my camera. But we're definitely all in the same boat together, and so I'm just passing on the baton that was passed to me, what was it now, 10 years ago or so. So, I'm so glad that you're canning, and Riri, you're gonna then pass the baton on and teach somebody else, and it's gonna keep going and going because this is an art that cannot die. Like, we are going to need this. We're gonna need to depend on it, and, we have to teach our young ones. So, oh, thank you. These are good. These are nice and they're more natural looking. I like them. It just looks like I have a really good mascara. Let's see. Oh, 18 years ago. Oh. Oh, I'm your YouTube mama now. Oh, I love that. Well, consider yourself adopted. I'll give you a hug. Oh, I'm gonna give you a hug. I love that. Consider yourself adopted, sis. I would love to adopt you. I lost my mom now. She's been gone since 2013, January of 2013. So, yeah, I miss my mom something fierce too. So that's what's great about women though. That's what I love about women. Now, women can be your biggest haters, and for those women, most of those women are just injured. They're just wounded. That's all. They've had trauma and they just have a broken heart. But for the majority of women, like, we step in for one another. It's really about lifting one another up and helping one another because it's hard. It's hard. Grief is hard. Motherhood is hard. Just navigating it all and navigating it without a mom is even harder. So consider yourself adopted. I found the whole Amazon storefront. I try to keep everything listed for you guys. Anything that's good. And I don't get anything free from any company. I pay for everything myself. I'm just a customer on Amazon. And I don't want to be holden to anyone, I want to speak my mind. If I get this and it's garbage, I'm going to tell you don't get this. This, by the way, is really good. It's a mirror. It's a lighted mirror. Mina loves it. It needs to be cleaned. Don't judge me. But it's like it's got like different do I have a cleaner? I might have cleaner here. It's got different light modes. Hold on, I'll show you. I keep this in my purse. So this is my travel mirror. I also took it to Arkansas with me, which was nice because sometimes if my leg is really bothering me, I can't stand in the bathroom at a hotel and put on my makeup. I gotta sit. I gotta sit at the desk, and then I can't see that far. So this mirror comes in handy. It's got a magnifying mirror on it. But let me show you. So it's got a little light. So there's one. I think it's got daylight, it's got natural, and then it's got warm, and then it's got off. So there's like the fluorescent, like the bright, the outside light, the natural, or the warm, and then the natural. It's cute. I think I might have a link, but if I don't, I will link it for you. Oh, thank you, Judy. Thanks for being here. 105. Laura, it's 100. Feels like 105 with 100% humidity. Whoo, that's pool weather. See, I want the heat because I just want to float my pool like all summer. That's all I want to do. Talk about these sparkles you talk about. What? Excuse me, but what are these sparkles you talk about? What sparkles? What sparkles? These sparkles on this? My little makeup mirror? My lighted makeup mirror? A magnifying mirror on one end? Yeah, this is great. It's good. I think it comes in different colors. I always find fun colors that Mina will like. Isn't that funny? I don't know why, because then she'll just steal it from me, but I like to show her, "Look, Mina." Oh, I love it. I like that. She's my only daughter. She's like my partner in crime. Someone sent sparkles to you. Oh, I didn't know. Sparks. Sparks? Someone sent sparks to me? I didn't see that. I missed it. If somebody sent me sparks, thank you. Hello to everyone. Good to see you, Heather. Good to see you, Robin. How you doing, girl? Oh, I love seeing all my favorite people online. Thanks for jumping on to hang out with me, guys. Oh, well, thank you for the sparkles. Oh, that's so cool. I don't even know how all that works. I don't know how to give them. I don't know how to get them. Sometimes I do feel like an old lady. That was me. It's free sticker thing. Ah, thank you, Ree. That's cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, okay. Let's see. There we go. Give Riri give Riri a wrench. Um, all right, so that's it. That's all I got. I love you guys. I will try to be back tomorrow night with a coloring video, like a live stream, if you guys want to color. I know so many of you have been liking the wig videos, which is crazy because I didn't think anyone would like them. But I'm very transparent. And so I wanted to show you guys what I was doing and the new adventure I was taking as I'm, continue on with the hair healing journey. And who knows? I mean, maybe my hair will never heal. I told Constance, Cosmopolitan Cornbread, I'm like, if my if the medicated shampoos and the serums I'm using end up not working for me, I might just cut my hair really short, maybe even shave it, not bald, but like super short, just to make wearing wigs easier. 'Cause I'm really liking the wigs. You can change them up for whatever you're wearing, whatever mood you're feeling in. Yesterday, I couldn't decide if I wanted long or short. I ended up wearing my short one, and it's just so much fun. Now I get it. I get the addiction. I get why women have wig rooms. Yeah, coloring time with Heather. It's a gift box where you type comments. Ooh, that is so cool. Robin, we might do a coloring live tomorrow where we'll just hang out. We'll just hang out tomorrow evening, like after dinner, after I cook for the kids and clean up. I'll come in here and we'll just hang out and we'll just do a coloring live. Oh, it's good to see you, Patty. Oh, I love you ladies so much. I'm thinking probably like 7-ish Eastern time, maybe 8. Not too late for East Coasters, but I don't want it too early for West Coasters where it's like right in the middle of their dinner time. You know what I'm saying? So just for like an hour or so. And then if we've got to continue, I'll just come back on Friday and finish our picture. I'm not sure what I'll color yet. I got some new books. So, yay! All right, Maya, I'll see you tomorrow. Can you share about your coloring supplies? I have a whole video where I show everything. And hold on, spin around. Let me see if I can find that video. Oh, my leg is just aching today, and I think it's because of all the rain that we've had. So, hold on. So, oh, let me spin you around because I'll show you how to use this. So when you're on my page, and this goes for any content creator, there's a lot of people that don't know how to do the search for like something certain, a certain video. So you go to the content creators page and you're going to click this little magnifying glass right here. And then it's only going to search for the Kneady Homesteader. It's only going to search my videos. So if you have a content creator that you remember made something, but you can't find the video, you can go directly to their main channel page and then go to the magnifying glass and type it in. So we're looking for coloring, my coloring tools. So I'm just going to type in coloring and then everything will pop up. Now I did a coloring tour, which is right here. And so I'm going to take this, I'll come back and I will paste it right here for you. So that's a whole video on my coloring. It's a whole tour of my desk, everything I own, what I use, and like how I got started in coloring. Because I started with crayons. I started with crayons. Crayons in a simple coloring book. It's like a 24 or 48 pack of crayons and a coloring book in the hospital. And that was 5 years ago. And now I have all of this. Those are my colored pencils. I have all this. So, it is quite relaxing. It is so good for the nervous system. It is so good for grief, anxiety, if you struggle with panic attacks, if you have hand injuries like I do. It is so good to keep your hands moving, keep them limber, keep them moving. Um Coloring has been such a blessing to me. So, I love it, and I do it with my daughter, and it's a bonding time. She'll pull up a chair right next to me, and we'll color together. Um, and it's a time where we can bond and we can talk and just share time together. And it has been a blessing all the way around for me. I've been doing YouTube for years and didn't know that. See, that's why I shared it, Patty. There's a lot of people that don't know that. So it's a great way. So like I was saying, I used Roots and Refuge just as an example, but it can be anybody. If you know just from Roots and Refuge, what was the example I used? Grew basil in one of her towers and you can't find the video and you've searched and searched and you've gone to YouTube. See, the problem with YouTube is if you just go to main YouTube and you type in, say, the Kneady Homesteader sourdough sandwich bread, it might not pull me up. You might have to weed through 50 other videos first to find me. It's just their algorithm. But if you go to my page and you use the magnifying glass and you just type in sourdough sandwich bread, it'll pop up every video that I've done with making sourdough sandwich bread or featured it in some way. So it's really nice. So if you go to a content creator's page and just use their magnifying glass, it will only search their videos and it'll eliminate having to like weed through a bunch of content creators you've never seen before. Sometimes that can be really frustrating, especially if you need a video quick. you know, and you just don't have time to sit there and scroll, trying to find what you're trying to look for. Ah, thank you. Thank you. As some people like, we don't really, well, I won't say we don't travel because we have traveled. Well, I just went to Arkansas for the Refuge Ruckus last year for my birthday. It was my first vacation after the accident. And we never took a honeymoon, right? So, I mean, our honeymoon was spent at University of Michigan. Um, so we went to Tennessee. We wanted to take the kids. The kids did not want to go. They didn't want to be in the car that long. And I get it. The car rides are still difficult, especially for Mason. So they stayed here with one of my older sons, and then we went down to Tennessee. But we don't spend a lot of money. Like, we don't go a lot of places, we don't do a lot of things. We're very homebodies. We got a lot of animals. We prefer to be home, and I feel like the older I get, the more I wanna be home. Like, what do they say? Like, romanticize your life. Like, I like to romanticize my life, and I like being home. I like sitting on my deck, listening to my little water fountain, reading my Bible, reading a book, coloring, talking, playing games. We're big game players here. We're always playing like Uno or Monopoly or there's a new color one that the kids just got. We're big game play. I'd rather do that. I'd rather grill some burgers on the smoker, play a game, and sit out on the deck than go somewhere. Does that make sense? So we don't spend a lot of money. So if I spend some money on some markers, it's still not very expensive. You know what I'm saying? And they last over a year. So I mean, back to your videos from like 6, 8 years ago for that wood thing that Matt made for you on your phone. Oh, that's an oldie because he made that for me in the Grand Blanc house when we lived in the manufactured home before we moved. I'll have to look for that, and if I can find that, Laura, I will send it to you. That's an old video. That's an old video. Um, There's no place like home. I've not been home since November. I know you haven't. You've been gone for a long time. A while back after you made your chicken stock canning video, when you were thinking about quitting YouTube, I was glad you decided to stay. Oh, because I appreciate the way you make your thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. I know people say that they like I don't leave anything out. So I don't and it's funny cuz when you bake bread or you're a canner or you can recognize in videos what the person left out. I'm like, "Oh, they edited that out. Oh, they left that out." And I don't do that. I don't gatekeep and I don't keep anything out. And if something messes up, I show you because it happens, I'm not a professional. I'm just a mom. So I have nothing to gatekeep. I have nothing to hide. I just include everything and I make my videos the way I like to learn. I want to see everything. I'm a visual learner. So I want to see it. Like get me in the bowl. I want to see how the dough comes together. Don't skip any parts. Don't fast forward it. Don't edit it out. I want to see how the dough comes together so I know what I'm looking for, why my bread doesn't look like that. So I tried to keep everything in. Do you remember my emails about dentures? Chickadee, I do, but you might have to remind me of our conversation. So if the needy homesteader at gmail.com, I'm just gonna be honest, I have like over 18,000 emails unread there. And I go through that email every day. But there are things that I miss, there are things that don't come through. The best way to get a hold of me now is to go to my website, needyhomesteader.com, not the because somebody stole that, but just needyhomesteader.com. And there's a contact form where you can reach out to me and you can email me there. And I think it might be Heather at needyhomesteader.com. Email me there. I get those emails. Those are very controlled because they're through my website. And so I have a lot more control over my emails than I do over on Gmail, which pretty much lets everything in. I remember when you got your first canner. Oh my gosh, remember how scared I was? I don't know if you remember that, Laura. Doing my first canning, doing jelly, water bath canning. I have a picture of myself. It is somewhere. It is archived, and I know Matt saved it for me. Where I like have opened up the lid and I'm like screaming because I'm so terrified that I was gonna kill my family. I'm like, I know I'm gonna can this jelly and they're gonna die of food poisoning. I just knew it. And now I'm so much, older and wiser and realize how silly that was. But I was scared out of my mind. Out of my mind scared. We wear water bath canning, strawberry jam. Oh, nice. I am allergic to strawberry jam, so I've never canned it. I wish I could have it. Is there any appliance you don't have? I don't have a freeze dryer, Maya. And I want one. I just don't know where I would put it. And I don't know if the cost would be justified. But there are appliances that I don't have. I don't have a juicer. I don't have a juicer, like something that just does juicing. Although I have a juice canner to extract juice from fruit to make jelly. I don't know. I have a lot. That's where I put my money. See, instead of traveling and eating out, I buy kitchen stuff. And then I play with you guys online with it. Oh, yeah. I would love a freeze dryer. They're just so expensive. And I would have to justify freeze drying enough food to justify the cost. So One of the most and I was told by a nurse when I told her about my strawberry allergy, she was like, "Are you also allergic to latex?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And so she's like, "There is some kind of like an enzyme that is found in strawberries. It's also very similar to kiwi. So people that are usually allergic to strawberries are allergic to kiwi. I've never touched a kiwi because I'm deathly allergic. I have anaphylactic shock when it comes to strawberries. And there's a correlation between strawberries and latex allergies. If you're allergic to strawberries, you are probably also allergic to latex and to kiwis. Isn't that crazy? I would love a freeze dryer. Yeah, I think we would all. I just saw, where did I see that on Facebook Marketplace? Somebody was like selling, like renting their freeze dryer, $50 a load. $50 a load. I'm like, that's just so expensive. I'm just I'll just save up for my own. I'm looking for a grain mill. I just became an now you know how I feel about affiliations, okay? And this goes back to a time where when I was newer on YouTube, I became an affiliate for this soap company, okay? It was for laundry soap. And I loved that. I loved the laundry soap. It was phenomenal. It was non-toxic. It was made locally here in Michigan. It was made by a man who owned a laundromat, and his soap was fantastic. I was not the only YouTuber that supported it and became an affiliate. I was just one of them. And it was a good Christian family. It was, just wonderful. They just wanted to help people. They had a big family. They just wanted people to have non-toxic laundry soap. And at the time I had Mason, and I don't know if Mina was born yet. Um, so it was something I was really, really excited about, into. And when the money started flowing, it's like story time with Heather. When the money started flowing, things changed. Just like they do. Sorry. I have I have this lip gloss that I love. It's from Milani, but after a while it turns white. It's like I don't know why it does that. Anyway, all right, hold on. Because I don't like looking at it, and I know you guys don't. Anyway, okay. Story time with Heather. So anyway, money started flowing. He started making money. And then he got greedy. He stopped paying his affiliates. He owed a lot of us money. And then the worst, he started getting cheap with the products and changed the ingredients in the laundry detergent to the point where it was leaving oil stains on people's clothing, including my own. Here's the thing, when that started happening, people didn't go to him to complain. You know who they went to? They went to me, and they went to every other affiliate. Several of them were my friends, and complained to them. Why? Because we were promoting the product. And it was a good product. It was a product I believed in. But they changed once money started flowing and the greed started coming. And I said then to Matt, I will never, ever endorse or put my name behind a product again unless it's my own. I will never work for another company like that ever again. And I was new on YouTube. I was told, like, this is the way of YouTube. Like, you need to if you want to grow your channel, this is something you need to do. And when I backed up from that, I want to say I was blacklisted, but I just kind of stood on my own after that. My channel just kind of stood on its own after that. And so I have never endorsed or become an affiliate with another company since then. And here's the thing. I have now become partners, an affiliate with Pleasant Pleasant Hill Grain. And I'll tell you why. They have the best customer service from a company I have ever experienced. The women in the office that take care of the customers are just, they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal. Now, Pleasant Hill Grain is where I bought my Ankerstrom mixer, and it's also where I bought my Como XL grain mill. Both of my experiences with them were phenomenal. Now, my mixer came and it had an issue with the paint, with the clear coat. This was right before we left for Tennessee. And so I had to contact them because it had scratches. It looked like my mixer was scratched. And I think I still have all the pictures for it. I don't know if I made a video on it, but I reached out to them and those women were so amazing. They got a hold of Ankerstrom. They wanted to find out what happened to the paint. What, like, they got to the bottom of all of it and they rushed a mixer to my door. It was such a pleasant experience that I was like, I love you guys. Like, and I love that they offer all the hard to find appliances for your kitchen. And they do give it at the, like, the lowest cost that you can. So as, like, an affiliate, I just promote them as far as go and buy from them because they are such amazing people there. Good, honest people, and my experience with them has been amazing. Oh, good. I bought my grain mill from Pleasant. That, I love that. Did you have to return the, yes, yes, I returned the defective mixer. That way then too they could take a look at it and figure out what happened. They think that after, like, the sanding part, it wasn't prepped properly before the clear coat went on. So between the, because I got the silver, like the gray color, so from the paint to the clear coat, it wasn't prepped properly. And so they wanted it back so that they could use it as a, I didn't want it anyway. Like, what am I going to do with it? It looks scratched up, but it wasn't. And I showed them, I'm like, if you feel it, there's no scratches. Yet under the paint, under the clear coat, it looked all scratched. And so they wanted it back so that they could fix the problem and train um the employees on what to look for when they, because that should have been inspected, that should have been caught before it was boxed. um so but they're wonderful, and so I am technically an affiliate for them. I don't, I'm not, I don't care about getting anything out of it. I just want to lead. If you guys want a good, sometimes when you're ordering things like a grain mill, and a good grain mill, okay, there are some grain mills out there that I know are very popular. But if you go and search, I mean, there are Facebook groups showing issues with some of these grain mills, okay? So if you want high quality, if you want the lowest price, if you want excellent customer service, I felt like they didn't know me from Adam. They did not know me. But I got, like, red carpet treatment. Like, I felt like I was their only customer. That's how good they were to me, and I loved the experience, and I said, for me, like, half the thing of buying something is the experience of how you're treated as a customer. So, So pleasant ple hold on, what did I miss? I'm glad you had such a good experience and they made things right. Yes, they did. They were wonderful. So, them and, I've also become an affiliate with, Superb because I just love the lids. I love the lids. I've never had a problem with, ball, okay? Never had a problem with ball lids. I'm still using ball lids. I still use ball jars. I don't understand the hate other than there was another company promoting their growth on the hate of ball, on the backs of hating ball. And the whole lie of, they were the only ones to help us during COVID. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. And it's not a US company, okay? The products come from China. It's just there's a lot of lies, and I just didn't want any part of that. But Superb is American made. And the man who created Superb did it for the Amish and Mennonite communities during COVID because they had no way to preserve their harvests. So he built a machine to make the lids right here in the US. And I believe they test so many lids every single day that come off the line and test them to make sure of the quality. I love that. I love honesty, okay? I love integrity. I love high quality customer service. I don't like manipulation. I don't like liars. I don't like false information. I don't like um I just don't like misrepresentation. So I'm not about that. But I really love Superb. Have not had one fail on me yet. And I just love them. No, Ronnie, and I never will. I never will. So, not calling out any names, but honesty and integrity is big for me. So if you go over to my website, I have not made a video yet. Canning season, I probably will just to get you guys a discount. You can get 20% off, and that's why I do it. Can I get a discount for my girls? Because I want a discount for my girls. You can get 20% off Superb lids. Yeah, yeah, look into the Superb. When they seal down, you could hear them. It's a pop. It's louder than the ball. But like I said, I have never had problems with the quality of ball lids. I still use ball lids. I've never had a problem with their jars. Superb did send me a box of pints and a box of quarts of their jars and their lids. Now I've already tried their lids. I've never tried their jars. So I'll when I do try those, I'll make a video and we'll try them out together. The truth always comes out, Charm. People will always see the light. It's really easy, especially on social media, to get caught up in on the bandwagon. And especially if somebody promotes it a certain way and that's not and that's the only truth that you have. But I know too many people that have been scammed, and I know too much. Just say that I know too much. And I will be silent because I'm not not about any of that gossip, any drama or anything. I'll just say four jar of Superb or um Ball are the only two that, or the oh What are the reusable ones? Oh, I can't think of the name. The reusable lids. They're right here in Michigan too. You're welcome, Ronnie. Tattlers, thank you. Could not think of the name. Tattlers. I love Tattlers. Is there a learning curve with Tattler? Yes. Should every canning queen or king have some Tattlers on hand? Absolutely. Because what if you can't get canning lids? And we've already experienced that through COVID because everybody ran out and bought the stuff, right? So it wasn't that Ball failed or stopped producing. They were just sold out. And then do you remember during COVID, remember none of us could return our recyclables? So all the aluminum, all the metal couldn't be used or recycled. Like COVID was an extreme condition. So for a company to come and build on the backs of a lot of, chaos at the time is just I don't know. It is shady to me, but it was a hard time for everyone and for a lot of companies and a lot of businesses. And there's a lot of companies and businesses that did not survive COVID, okay? So, Ball did the best that they could. I don't see a problem with their quality. That's just me. I would tell you guys, if I started seeing that my ball lids were starting to not seal or pop, or I would tell you guys. That's not something I would gatekeep. I don't owe Ball Canning anything. I'm not affiliated with them. I have no reason to protect them. I just have never had a problem. And so uh, I'm not going to hate on them. They're the OGs. They're the OGs. Like, and they've been wonderful. I don't have any problem with Ball. Like all of us, people that hate on Ball and then still use the Ball jars and still use the Ball canning books and like just stop. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I don't like being around that. But tattlers are wonderful, and I think everyone should have a little supply of tattlers on hand, put by, learn how to use them, and then tuck them away. I don't use tattlers on a regular basis. Why? Because in an emergency situation, I don't want all that wear and tear on the seals. So using the seals 2, 3 times, I'm good with. Once I learned how to use the tattlers, which are really easy, you just gotta, seal them down when they come out of the canner. Um, Once I was comfortable with them, I tucked them away in my pantry. And then that way, in case an emergency, I have them. And I love them. So, and another great company, good people at Tatler. Ball jars from Amazon a while back were supposed to be made in USA, but when the box arrived, I know that there were a lot of knockoffs, charm, of the ball jars that aren't ball. They're just made to copy the look of ball, but they're not from, and they're from China. But you get that with, 4 jars, everything is from China. So, you gotta be careful. I've never had issue with ball lids. Yeah, I haven't either. And I buy my ball lids at, Walmart, Meijer. I usually buy them at Meijer because I'm a big Meijer fan up here. Um, but I also buy them at my Mennonite store. So you can also buy them at Ace and True Value. So up here you can I find them anywhere. And I've never had a problem with them. I've never heard of Tattlers until now. I'm learning a lot today. Oh, good, Ronnie. They sell go to the Tattler website, and those are reusable. So it comes with and I do have videos on them. It comes with a ring, like a seal, and a plastic lid, and you put the rubber. It's a rubber gasket, is what it is. So instead of like a regular canning lid where you have the plastisol, you'll have a rubber ring that goes on it, and they sit thicker. They're a little thicker, which is why you kind of have to crank them down after they come out of the canner. But they're really easy to use. I love the collector series. I love the colored ones. I like to put my herbs in the colored ball jars. Ah, yeah, look into Tattlers. Do any of y'all have a handheld sealer for your jars that works well for short-term storage? I do. I think I did an unboxing on that, Laura. Hold on, let's look. Let's look. Hold on. Can I unplug you? Yes, you're charged enough. Let me see. I had I have the Fresh Saver, but I think they stopped making it, but there's a new one. Hold on, let me see if it's still available, and I'll get you the link from Amazon, and it is. And I'll put it in the copy. All right, I'm gonna put it right here for you. That's the one that I have. And so it's great for like herbs, anything like that if you're sealing something in a jar and you want it to stay fresh. I used to like Meyer stores. Meyer's awesome. I love Meyer. We have a really good one in it's a town, it's called West Branch. That's where my Meyer is. It's brand new. It's kind of small compared to like Bay City has a bigger Meyer. Those are my two Meyers. But it's new and it's the layout is so good. Have you ever like been in a store and you know exactly where everything is so you can literally run in and run out? That's Meyer. Like I know where everything is and their grocery section is so good. Their clothing section is really small, but their grocery section is big and I love it cuz they have some things there that I can't find anywhere else and I love it. Every time I watch one of your videos, I order something. I'm so sorry. I know. Oh, oh, that's funny. Oh, my apologies to your bank account. I am committed to Michigan made products. Ronnie, you will love Tatler. They're made right here in Michigan. They invited me too to come to their facility and like I could make a YouTube video. And I just never did because of my injuries, you know. And then I had the reconstruction on my leg and then I had the whole 2 years worth of mouth issues. You know what I'm saying? So it was just but I'm sure if I reached out to them I could still do that. But they're great people. There's a Meyer in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Oh, really? My daughters. I'm telling you, Kentucky is just it's like Kentucky for us. For somebody who had never been to Kentucky and we kind of just drove through it, although we did stop at Bucky's. It is just like one big horse ranch. It is like rolling hills, green grass, and horses everywhere you look. At least the drive we did on I-75, there were horses everywhere. It was stunning. Kentucky is stunning. It was so beautiful. We went last year at this time in May. Early May, I think it was early May. It was right around my birthday. Um my Amazon list grows by the second. I know, I know. And you know what you do? Wait until it's on sale. Like, if there's something that you want, like this sealer, I don't think it's on sale right now. Put it in your cart, save it for later, and then wait for it to go on sale. Amazon, do you know how to do that? Do you know how to check? Let me know if you want me to show you how to check for the lowest prices on Amazon. Um, and then you can actually set an alert. Let me see if I can do it on um on the computer. I know you can do it on your phone, on the app. Um, I don't usually buy off the computer, I always buy off my phone. So it might only be on the app. And my aunt was asking me how to do that, at my we all got together, my family got together for my birthday, and we went to Fogo de Chao. It was so good. And we were sitting there, and she's like, "How do you do all that with the Amazon?" I said, "I can show you." And, she wasn't using the app for Amazon. She was just using, like, going through the website, but online, and I'm like, "Get the app." So it's through the app because I don't see that you can do it here. Let me see. Just wanna click everything. But if you use the app, there is right below, like, right near the price, it'll say, price it doesn't say price check, but it's something like that. It will show you the price of that product for the past 30 days, and you can change it to go all the way to 90 days. And then you can set a price amount. So if you want it at the lowest price, you can set an alert on your phone. And when that product goes down to the lowest price, it will send you an alert. It'll send you a little message. Price history. Thank you. B. Clark. Thank you. Price history. So click on price history and you can set the price. That's what I do. I don't ever buy anything, not even on Amazon, full price. Ever. I think I'd break out in hives. I always wait for a sale. And honestly, I set the price, the price alerts. If I really want that's what I did for my medicated shampoo and conditioner for my hair because it's expensive. It's like $160. I can't afford that. I mean, I could afford it, but I don't want to afford it. I don't want to afford that. For some shampoo and some serum and some conditioner? No. So, I can't stand this lipstick. I'm sorry. Hide. Hide in shame. Let me dip it in my water. Um, I waited until I could get it for I think it was $99 and then I had cuz I buy a lot. Then I have credits. And I had credit from some exchanges that are returns that I did. Some clothes that didn't fit Mina for summer. There was a couple bathing suits. I don't like any inappropriate bathing suits for a 10-year-old. Can we just that's another whole topic. The inappropriate bathing suits for children out there. It's terrible. Okay, I think I got it all. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, now we're gonna put some by the way, rotating acres. Rotating acres. I found them at the Refuge Ruckus. Little family on a homestead that makes it's very similar to It's the Balm, except instead of tallow balm from cows, they use it from their sheep. It is so good. This one is in coconut, coconut vanilla. It's so good. She gave me one for free. I bought some, cream for my eczema, and she gifted one of these for free. I did an unboxing though, because I bought 3 more. So good. Anyway, okay, wait, she 10 oh my god, I've been there 13 years. Wait, what? What did I miss? Price history. Let me scroll up. Hold on. I did have a birthday. I am now 53. I love it. I love being in my 50s because I just do not care anymore. Don't care about people's opinions or things that they want to lay at my feet. I just, mm-mm. I was just talking to my girlfriend that the other day. I'm like, I have enough friends in my life too. Like, I'm just not about all that. Let me see. Horse ranches, caves, Corvettes, and fruit of the loom. And sausage. Is it Johnsonville? No. Is it no, not sausage. Where's the place that Danny likes to eat for breakfast? Bob Evans. Bob Evans. Thank you, Holy Spirit, because I wanted to remember that. Bob Evans. Bob Evans sausage. We drove past the Bob. Oh, it smells so good from the highway. I'm like, we got to stop there and take like a little tour of the Bob Evans sausage plant. We didn't, but we'll have to go down. We told the kids Danny rented a little cabin. May is always hard for me because it's April 30th is would have been the anniversary for Matt and I for our marriage. So it's our wedding anniversary, then it's my birthday, then it's Mother's Day, and I miss my mom. And so it's like a whole week and a half that's packed together. That's just like a roller coaster of emotion. And I hadn't been on vacation since way before the accident. And Danny's like, "Let me take you away. Let's me and the kids, and you and let's just go have some fun." Like I said, the kids didn't want to go. They didn't want to do the drive. But Danny rented a cabin. It was a log cabin. It had a private pool inside in the basement that had a garage door that you could open. I think I made a video on all that. I know I shared it over on Instagram. Anyway, it was amazing. And we went down to Gatlinburg. Never been there before. It was amazing. Danny and I ate our way through Gatlinburg. That's all we did. We ate. We went from one place to another. We ate and we shopped. We relaxed, we swam, we napped. Oh, it was wonderful. Anyway, we told the kids they have to go back. I would love to take all of our kids. So I want Danny to get his kids together. I want my older boys to come. I want my aunt and her kids and grandkids to come. I want my sister to come with her kids. I'm like, we could all rent like a big cabin or two big cabins and just all go to Gatlinburg. I think that would be so much fun. Making the memories. You know what I'm saying? Making the memories because life is very short. And I promise you when you wake up in an ICU bed, you're not gonna this is what I tell the haters all the time. You're never gonna be like, oh, I wish I had hated her video one more time. I wish I could just give one more thumbs down. No, you're not. Stop wasting your time here. Go make memories. Go do the things that are laying on your heart that you want to do. And go live with joy. Live in joy because tomorrow's going to come. Tomorrow is going to come, and none of us get out of here alive. So, and none of us know when our time is going to be up here. So, let's see. I had no idea that there was an Amazon app. Oh, yeah, Amazon app. Yes. Do everything on the Amazon app. It will remember everything for you. You'll be able to organize it. You'll be able to save things. It's wonderful. Mr. Secret, I'm glad I could help. See? We played with eyelashes and now we ended on, Amazon app. I love Amazon. I do. Um, let's see. Bleach baths for eczema, really? I did not know about that. You'll have to send me some info on that. I had to Google. I know, Laura, you've been with me like you're an OG. You've been with me forever, girl. On Amazon is that they'll sometimes have a coupon, but then they'll tell me I'm not eligible to use a coupon. Really? That is annoying. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday. You know, I used to spend every birthday with my mom. So my birthday, I always called it our anniversary, me and my mom's anniversary. She was the first one to hold me and the first one to love me. And so for my birthday, I spent my birthday with my mom every year. Every year we would go out to eat, we would do something together. Usually we would go shopping for flowers because Mother's Day was the following weekend and that's when we would plant. So we would always do something and I always bought my mom a gift, a birthday gift. It was our anniversary gift. And I remember my mom overhearing my mom once bragging to her friends about my daughter buys me a gift on her birthday. She calls it our anniversary day. And I remember that and I remember like hearing how happy it made her. And so my birthday is hard for me because it's me and my mom's anniversary and my mom's not here anymore. So, um Danny has been wonderful though with all of that. Like he's like, let's make new memories. Let's make new traditions. So now I pour into the kids. Like my birthday now is, I want to spend it with the kids. So I was so happy this year where we all could go out to eat and I could live on all 6 of my babies. It's hard to get all 6 together because my oldest is 30 and my youngest is 10. So there's like a wide range. And, I've got one who travels for work. He was just up in Canada for a couple months. So it's so hard to get all of my kids together in one place at the same time. It usually only happens around like the holidays, Christmas and that kind of stuff. So it was fun this year. You did forever name me the kitchen queen. Oh, the sad thing is that there are people who do get joy out of leaving hateful comments. I know. I know. It honestly, back in the day, it used to upset me. And I'll be honest with you, like, I hunted a lot of my haters down. I had dossiers on them. Like, the one thing about haters, gossips, is that they like to reveal a lot about themselves. Because usually people hate you because you have something that they see is lacking in themselves. And so that's usually why they tear you down and try to hurt you because they themselves are hurt. They themselves are feeling like they lack. So it's easier to lash out. But the one thing about a hater is that they like to reveal a lot about themselves. Okay, this is why it's projection. There was a time that I wrote all of those projections down and would follow my haters around the internet to find their identity. And I will say it is shocking. Most of my haters were once friends. Most of my haters were, people that I friended on YouTube. Um, one of my haters was a YouTube content creator, and I helped her build her channel. Um, I ended up confronting her, and of course, she lashed out, and then she cried, and then, you know but it's always somebody who feels, um jealous of or envious of something they think that you have that they don't have. So it really is it's a let's say like it's a spiritual issue. So I don't do that anymore. I don't have the time or the energy or the bandwidth to do anything like that anymore, but it taught me a lot about my circle of friends, who I allow close to me, the company that you keep. So if you have a friend that also friends somebody who is a hater, I just don't allow a lot of that noise in my life anymore. I really don't. I don't have time or energy for it. I would rather spend it with people that really do care about me. And so I keep my circle small and tight now. Um And I honestly pray over them. So when I get there was a hate comment the other day from Carolyn, And I hate blocking, but eventually I just have to block because it just becomes noise, and I like to read through when I sit down to read through comments, I wanna read your comments. I don't wanna have to filter through a bunch of hate. It also sets, a mood, a tone. When you come to my house, I want you to feel welcome. I want it to be very, cozy and comfortable and safe. And so my social media platform is an extension of my home. So if you're going to come in and disrespect me and call me names and call other people names, like you're not welcomed in my home. So I will block and delete you. And Carolyn, I honestly prayed over her because sometimes you can just see a spirit of wickedness. And not everyone is a good spirit. So I do block and delete. I just don't have time. I don't have time, I don't have energy, and I want to create a comfortable place for you guys and for me, for us to hang out just like this without, any demons involved, you know? It is. It's definitely a spirit. And when you start looking through spiritual eyes and the spiritual warfare going on, you can see it. You can see it. You can see it. So, so you won't see me like my circle is not big here. My imprint is not big here. There are a few channels that I love and adore, and then but I don't do a lot of like social things. I keep my circle small now, especially after the accident where I had so many people after me and after my kids. It was scary, and I won't ever do that again. So so anyway, now that that got dark and deep, um, you can't let the haters bother you, you know? Yeah, I have been watching Monty since 2006. 2006. And Monty is a good guy. Like, I know he does some naughty things here and there, but only when provoked. Only when provoked. But he is a good guy. He's a smart guy. And he is a handful of people here on YouTube that I trust. Um, Bear Independent is another one I trust. Of course, Constance from Cosmopolitan Cornbread, another one I trust. I have a small circle of people that I know. Um, and Monty is a good guy, and he's celebrating his 20th year here on YouTube, which is crazy. Soup to nuts today. I know, right? A little bit of everything. Well, tomorrow I will try to do a live stream on coloring, and we'll just relax and we'll color something pretty. I'm not sure what book I'll use because I do have a couple of new ones. Um, but we'll plan for that. Hopefully everything will go smooth and I can do that because I've been wanting to get on here and color with you guys. I know it's very relaxing for a lot of you. So, oh, thanks for the floating heart. Oh, Bubbles. He walked in and said, "Kitchen Queen." I had to laugh. Tell him I said hi. Hi, hubby. I love it. I love it. So I do want to do some more bread videos. I've been playing a lot with my grain mill, which I am loving. But I really do want to play outside on my Blackstone this year. So I want to make some more videos. I think I wanted to do it last year, and I think I made videos here and there, but not as many as I wanted. So this year I want to do Blackstone because cooking on the Blackstone is so much fun. And it's so easy, especially in the summer. So if you have a Blackstone or something like a Blackstone, because I know that there's a lot of different flat tops now out there. Um, we'll be playing with that. I love the Blackstone. Oh, it's so good. And when you have a lot of people up here, like when all my kids are up here, or when Danny's kids come up, it's so easy to cook on the Blackstone. Because you can cook, 30 pancakes at one time. So it makes it so easy. It makes it so easy. So we'll do some more Blackstone cooking this year. And of course, smoker. I love the smoker. I'm addicted to that. Chicken fajitas on the Blackstone. Yes. Yes. My dad, when he lived here, he ate steak like every night. And not a lot of steak, but steak every night. And he would add the potatoes, he would add broccoli, he would add green beans, he would add all sorts, whatever he could get his hands on veggie wise. And then would cook it on the Blackstone, and it was so good. It was so good. So we'll do some Blackstone cooking. Um, but yeah. All right, you guys. I don't want to keep you guys. I've already kept you guys long enough. And I guess I should go cook dinner for my kids. I know. I love my dad too. I was saying earlier, my stepmom broke her arm 2 weeks ago now, and she went in today to get her stitches out. So keep her in your prayers because Donna is a godsend, and she means a lot to me. I love her a lot. So he's caregiving for her now. My dad has become quite the nurse. Oh, yes, hash browns on the Blackstone is so good. There's so much that's good on the Blackstone. You can't go wrong. I mean, we'll have to play with the Blackstone more. But all right, you guys, I will probably see you then tomorrow for some coloring live. And I'm gonna go 6:30. I'm gonna go feed my kids, and then I've got my coaching call at 8. So which I will be probably opening up again here soon. I have revamped my 12-week program um to include other grievers, not just widows. So, I have been in prayer about it, and I think I'm going to open it up to all grievers. Um, if you want the 12-week grieving uh, program, which we meet once a week, and it's 12 weeks of healing and finding your purpose and your calling after losing um someone close to you. So, it's been a blessing, and we are on week 7 right now, I think. So, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I loved hanging out with you guys, and I hope you give eyelash extensions a try if you've been on the fence about it. If you have any questions about them, just leave them down below for me, and I'll come back and answer them. Tonight, it's probably going to be I made a lot of taco meat last night, so I'm probably gonna make them nachos with the leftover taco meat, is probably gonna be because I don't like leftovers going to waste, so we're gonna do a leftover makeover, and tonight I'm gonna make them, nachos and melt cheese and put it in the oven for them, and they will love it. Fatal diagnosis, yeah. Um, I do have contact with other grief coaches, and one in particular that specializes in anticipatory grief. So hit me up on text, Rane, and I will give you her name and her contact information. And all of us who became grief coaches, we all kind of had our little niche, if you will. Of course, mine was to the widow. Like, I've just, my heart, it just is for a widow. But there are grief coaches that do their heart is with anticipatory grief because they walked through it. So it's absolutely a type of grieving. Absolutely. Yeah, and some kind of support group. Um yes, for my grief coaching group, yes, there's a charge for it. But it needs to be. It's designed, it's very personal. It's a very tight-knit group. The women that are in my group have all become friends, and we actually have like a group chat that we talk on all week long. And so they have become very invested in one another's lives. And it has been, if I talk about too much, I'll cry. It is something that I have prayed over and prayed for, and it's really made a lot of connections for other women who are grieving in a similar way. Um, and they have become friends, and they're very invested in one another, and they check on one another. Um, it's God working, God moving. It's a beautiful thing. So, there is a charge for it, yes. But you can find more out over on my website, kneadyhomesteader.com. I have a whole section just about my grief coaching group. So, of course, my grief coaching certification, and I'm a trauma informed, so I specialize in trauma grief, which is another whole level of grief. But that certification was not cheap or easy to obtain. It was a lot of work. It was months of work, hard work, learning everything that I needed to learn. But, what was I, 4.5 years in my own journey where I really felt like God brought me through so that He could, so I could turn around and help someone else through. There was a lot, when I was walking through grief that I wish I had had. Um, a lot of connections that I had to, like, lean on, and so, after a lot of prayer, like, I knew I wanted to create that. So, yeah, so grief coaching is different than, like, a therapist, which is licensed and, regulated. And so, usually after grief, somebody would go to a therapist, grief therapy, grief counseling, like a counselor. A lot of social workers do grief work. They're all licensed. Grief coaches are not licensed as of yet. Doesn't mean that one day they won't be, but as of right now, they're not. So, a grief coach takes you from your healing forward. So a lot of people after after the look, grief walks with you for the rest of your life. So there really is no healing or getting over it or getting past it. That does not exist. Grief will walk with you until the day you leave this earth. However, once you have healed from the trauma, from the grief, from the loss, a lot of people get stuck in the now what? Now what do I do? Now who am I? Now where am I going? What's my purpose? What's what am I called to do? Like what next? And how do I find it? I don't even know how to move forward in that. That's what a grief coach is for. So grief coach walks alongside of you to find your new calling, to find your new purpose, to build the life that you are called to live, and get you unstuck. So, there has to be a certain level of, healing that has taken place before you're ready for a coach, to help you move forward and find your purpose. And there's a lot of people that get stuck in that. I was one of them. So yes, I do have significant trauma related, yes, experience. But that's how God uses us, it's part of the testimony. So, yes, there is a lot of healing, horsewoman. Last week we talked about boundaries and setting healthy boundaries for ourselves. Not doing the things that we really don't want to do because we're being a yes girl when we really don't want to. And how to set up boundaries for people that, expect too much from us, or want us to get over it already, or the people that it's I use a diagram of a circle. There's you, and then you have an inner circle, then you have a middle circle, and then you have an outer circle. And so there's you and your inner circle. Your inner circle are your ride or die friends. Those are the people that show up for you. Those are the people you can call in the middle of the night when you can't sleep or you're crying. Those are the people that are going to bring you a meal. Those are the people that are going to show up and do your laundry for you. Those are the people that are going to get you out of the house and say, "Come on, yeah, let's go for a walk." Then you've got your middle people, the people that mean well, but it might not always come off well. And then you have your outer circle people. And these are the people that really are you still grieving? And you're not over that yet? The hurtful people. And sometimes those people you have to shut off for a little moment, for a time, and then some people you have to eliminate altogether. And so, I help you walk through making that list and really evaluating the people that you have around you as you're grieving. Not everyone is going to be your person. And I learned this the hard way. I had people that were really close to me that I consider family that after our tragedy left me high and dry. Those are secondary losses. That's secondary grief. I was not just grieving my husband or grieving the injuries of my children or grieving the loss of my ability to function, to use my hands or to walk. I was also grieving relationships that I had lost that left me high and dry when the going got tough, they got going. And it's not just me. If you talk to other grievers, they have all experienced this at some level. People that they thought would show up didn't. And people that they never expected to show up showed up. And so what do you do with that? How do you navigate that? How do you heal from secondary losses? So these are all things that are talked about in my program on how to set up boundaries for yourself, safe boundaries that keep you um emotionally secure. Because grief is the hardest work you'll ever do. Grief, healing from grief, and moving forward, finding and creating a life that you love when you've been given a life you never asked for is the hardest work I have ever done. And if you ask any griever, they would agree. And so, how do you do that in a healthy way? How do you do that with a loving heart, without being bitter, without being angry, without being resentful? Um, And so, like, one whole week we talk about forgiveness. And what does forgiveness really mean? What does it really look like? What does it mean for your spirit? And letting go of anger and control, things that you can't control. So it's a 12-week program, and every week we focus on another step forward. And so the goal at the end of the 12 weeks is to really have a plan for yourself and to really have healed from a lot of the things that got you stuck, if that makes sense. So, and it's built on a program that I myself needed and did. I prayed, it was a lot of prayer, made a list of the things that I needed when I was healing and the things that had me stuck, and then I learned how to become a grief coach and how to navigate all that. And so the program is actually built on my own experience. So, yeah. And there's so many of us like that horsewoman that's just ugh, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's the hardest work you'll ever do. There it was painful to just learn about as an observer. I'm glad you've been able to get through that, not just as a survival, but a thriver. Oh, thank you. Not everyone could do that. And that's the thing too. It's like, I really learned that, and this is why my program is for believers because I wouldn't have been able to do it without God. I mean, I was at the feet of Jesus, uh, so close to Jesus that, that his dirt from his sandals on my face. I heard somebody say that once and I was like, that is so true. Like so close to the feet of Jesus that the dirt from his sandals are on my face. And I greatly feel that way. And God purged a lot from me. He purged a lot of anger from me. He purged a lot of um, control issues that I had. The closer I walk with the Lord, the more wicked I know I am. The more I realize I need Him. I need a Savior because I'm fallen, broken, sinner, unworthy, undeserving, and but the grace of God, but the grace of God. So I was being turned inside out from the depth of your grief at times. Yeah. And that's why I shared so I didn't share all of my journey, but I shared some of it. Some of the raw parts, made videos on just because it's so important for other people that are going through it. If you've never known grief, consider yourself lucky. And if you make fun of people that share that, I mean, I don't know what to say to you. One day you will have grief. We're all going to have grief. But I thought it was so important because I remember even now, it's one of the reasons why I love TikTok. TikTok has a huge grieving community. I don't know if you guys know that. There are a lot of grievers over on TikTok that share their heart, share their experience, share their testimony, share their journey as they navigate their grief, from, losing children to losing their parents to losing siblings to losing their spouses. You'll find it all over there. And you connect with people. Like grief is real and it's raw and it's ugly and it's heavy, but it's also, as I have navigated my journey, it's also beautiful. It's holy. It's holy, sacred work. And at the end of it is Jesus. And so my grief is a gift from God. It keeps me connected to Matt and my mom. And without it, I wouldn't hold them in my heart every day. So I see grief very differently now than when I did when I started. Which, to me, grief was a monster with teeth that just wanted to rip me to shreds and kill me. And it's not that. It's not that. And if you allow grief to grow you in ways closer to God, it can heal deep rooted wounds in you. I healed a lot of my childhood wounds through my navigating Matt's death. And so that's a gift. It's a gift from Matt, it's a gift from God, and so oh, I'm so sorry. Losing animals, people like to, so only a dog or whatever. Dogs are animals in general, um, but dogs and cats, they give you unconditional love. It is God's way of showing us his love, unconditional. You literally can kick your dog 1 minute and your dog will be back sitting on your lap licking your face the next. They don't hold grudges. They don't judge you. They don't talk back. They don't scold you. They don't get into an argument with you. They don't gaslight you. They don't they don't do anything. They just love you unconditionally. And so when we lose a pet, sometimes it can be harder than losing people. So um don't ever feel like your grief over the loss of one of your pets as, like, minuscule or as not as important, because it is. For many people, it is. For many people, their animals are all they have. So, it's a big deal. It's a big deal when you lose, um, a fur baby that loves you unconditionally, and there's a big, like, gaping void in your heart. So, that is a level of grief that for many people are is just as painful, if not more. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I kinda oh, thank you, Angel. You're so sweet. I'm glad you were able to pop on. Dogs are family. Yep, dogs are family. My animals are family. Oh my gosh, I'll be a mess when something happens to them, and I know that's the one thing about grief too. Once you've walked through grief, you know it's more is coming. And so you really you can either clutch on and, like, dread every day, or you can live every day as if it is your last or it's the last time you'll see somebody. Like, say all the things, do all the things, share all the things. That's why I tell you guys I love you guys. You guys have been my rock. Like, you guys gave me a place to come back to be Heather. I'm not, mom or a wife, or I'm Heather, and I can color with you guys. I can do lashes with you guys. I can share my wigs with you guys. I can share my, my favorite cup or whatever it is. Like, you guys gave me that to come back to. You guys took such good care of me. So many of you donated to the GoFundMe that helped so much in a time where I was so worried and stressed about money. Like, you guys gave me a pillow of safety. You poured into me and the kids. And I love you guys. So when I tell you guys I love you, like, I genuinely love you guys. Like, I'll be like one of the last to turn off the lights in YouTube land, because I can never leave you guys here. So, say the I love yous. Tell your friends that you love them. Don't feel weird about it. Give them a hug. I hug everyone. I hug my dentist. I hug my receptionist at the dentist. Like, I love those ladies. I tell them, I love you guys. I'll be seeing you next month. I tell people now. I don't hold back, because I realize it might be the last time I see them. You know, might be the last time I see them. My sister in chat, thank you for the prayers for loss of my grandson. Oh, Christine, I'm so sorry. And when I say I'm praying for you, I usually stop, drop, and pray right here at the keyboard. If I read your comment, I'm like, I'm sending you prayers. I'm like, I lay hands on you right on the screen. I'm like, Father God. Oh, especially when we lose someone young. It's so hard, because the what ifs are so, and what should be's. And I had to learn in my navigating my grief and healing that the should have beens, he should be here. He should be graduating. He should be getting married. He should be having kids. He should be doing all of that is a lie from the enemy. It is a way to keep us hurting and broken and struggling and in pain because the enemy loves to see us in pain. He loves it. He thrives on it. He loves it when we blame God. He loves it. And I learned not one thing is out of order. God is sovereign over all of it. And anything that happens, he will use it for good. And so, Christine, every day is a step forward to seeing your grandson again. He's not behind you. He's not behind you. He is in front of you. And every day is one step closer to seeing him again. And I am praying for your healing heart. That's so heavy. But the love for him was big. And so the bigger the love, the heavier the grief. So we picked out his headstone today. Oh, God bless you. Yes. I mean, we're sad for ourselves, right? I have said that before. I'm like, man, I'm sorry I have a greedy spirit. I know you're with the Lord. You're in the best place possible. I just grieve for us. I grieve for us. It's a selfish thing. We just miss our people. We love our people and we miss our people and we want to experience life with our people. But our people are constantly coming and going. When I was in therapy, because I was in therapy for 2 years with a therapist, and she said life is like a bus. I went to a Christian therapist because I wanted to know scripture in helping me heal. And she was wonderful with that. But she said life is like a bus, and we each have our own bus, and the driver is God. Okay, we're a passenger on our own bus, but this is our bus. But God is driving it. And during our life, our bus is going to come to different stops, or it's like a train. And so we're going to come to different stops, and our train doors are going to open, and people are going to get on our train and get off our train. Okay. We lose friendships. We gain friendships. We lose people in our lives. We gain people in our lives. They get on and off our train. And then our train keeps going forward. We've got a destination. It's our destination. And the people that are on our train, we're going to see them and interact with them while they're on our train, but we don't know how long they're going to ride our train before they get off because they've got their own destination. They've got their own train. And so people get on and off your train, and you don't know how long they're going to be. Sometimes they get off your train, sometimes they come back on your train. Danny got off my train. I know Danny since 5th grade. And then he became my best friend in high school. We ate lunch every day together. And then, life happened. He got married, had 4 kids. I got married, had 4 kids. Then I got divorced, had 2 more kids, got remarried, had 2 more kids. And he had gotten off my train. We still kept in contact because he was a Facebook friend, but he got off my train. And then after the accident, he got back on my train. So sometimes people, they're on your train for certain destinations and then they got to go. And so, when I started looking at life like that and friendships like that, not every friendship is for this season. It was for last season. And it served its purpose and it served its time, and it can hold all that respect and all that love. But in this season, that person can't come with you on your train. They got to go on their own train. They got their own destination. God's driving them somewhere else. So when I started thinking in terms like that, losing people was a lot less painful. Losing people was a lot less painful. So people come and go, and it's okay. I wish you well on your train, on your destination that the Lord has for you, you know? Did all I could to glorify God and time for his promises. Not here. Yeah, well, it might be a season for a change for you. This world is a big world. And so it might be time to change scenery, something fresh, something new. Life is short. It's a big world out there. Go try something new, you know? Could be exciting. Good. I share that analogy because it really helped me. Really helped me just look at things in a different way. And it's not always about me. I'd love to think the world revolves around me, but it doesn't. It's not always about me. Sometimes people just need to get on their own train. They got their own calling, they got their own destination, and they can't be riding with me all the time. So pray for people. Pray for people when they come in, they come out of your life. Pray for them. Pray for their wellness. Pray for their success. Pray for their joy. And pray that they get done what the Lord has called them to do in their time here because life is short. I love you too. I love you too. I hope that was helpful. We'll have to do more talks on grief here and there because I've learned a lot. Heart and souls. Mention your bus, remind me of it. No, I haven't. Heart and souls. Hold on, because I'll forget. Because brain injuries and all. Heart and souls. I wonder if I can find that on. They have a lot on YouTube Prime. They have a lot of movies on there. I'm shocked sometimes of the movies that they have on there. I'll check for it. God promised me a hospitality house. Hospitality house. I don't know what a hospitality house is. Very helpful. So I needed this talk this evening. Oh, good. I'm glad. Oh, it's a romantic comedy. Hey, even I love what do they call them? Rom-coms? I don't watch a lot of I don't really watch any. Like I watch no TV. I watch very few movies. I watched When Harry Met Sally for the first time. What was that? It was during like the was it January? December or January. Danny could not believe I had never seen that movie. And he's like, you would love that movie. That movie is like us. And it kind of was. In our own way. It did remind me of me and Danny a lot. And I'm like, Danny, it is me and you. We're like Harry met Sally. You're like Harry. So it was fun. It was a funny movie. It was fun. Life and death and life purpose, but it involves a bus. Really. I love that. All right, I'm gonna look for that. Danny will be able to find it. He's a movie buff. I am not. So I'm gonna give this to him. All right, on there, movie. And I'll make him find it. And if he can find it, we'll watch it this weekend. Oh, it was a good movie? All right. Silver says yes. That was a good movie. All right, I'll have to look. I've got it. I've got it written on a sticky note. So I'll put it right next to my computer so I don't forget. All right, you guys, I better go make my kids some nachos before my grief call. But I love you guys. I really do want to come back tomorrow evening, right around this time, right around like 7 o'clock after dinner, after we clean up and all that. I'll sit in here and we'll color together and we'll just relax. So get some crayons, get some coloring books, get some markers, get some chalk. And I'll meet you guys back here tomorrow night, okay? I love you guys so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys always show up and show out for me. I love it. I love it. All right. So I will see you tomorrow. I hate hanging up. I hate saying goodbye. I just want to put you in my pocket. I'll take you in the kitchen with me. We'll hang out and cook for the kids. All right. Good night, though. I'll see you tomorrow night, right around this time. All right, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow. Love you.